But, you know, we almost saw this human side of Margaret for a minute, but it passed. Shocker. She said, do not mention Teresa or Louis to me. We go back to the fact that, and here we go. It's dark, it's toxic. You know, Margaret said Louis investigated my son and the phone calls and this and that. And she says, you know, they're up to no good. And Teresa and Louis are dead to me because they basically went after my son, which I could understand that. You know, I understand that, Margaret. But then we get to the double date with Paulie and Dolores and with Teresa and Louis. And then it comes up that, you know, there was this meeting before the reunion. I love how they don't refer to it as the reunion. They say when we were in New York. I mean, and that they all met before the reunion last year, Melissa and Margaret, and, you know, to kind of take down Louis and Teresa at the reunion. They had a plan in place. So Dolores is like, I mean, yeah, everyone meets. I mean, you have Kyle Richards texting Dorit, don't mention that we're in a fight. I don't know if they all meet and have these plans, but yeah, I mean, I think Potomac plots and plans, and I think Salt Lake plots and plans, and even the OC over there with the Tamrat. She's when she's not scurrying in the corner looking for her Gouda, she's plotting and planning. So yeah, I mean, I see Dolores's point. But nobody is innocent here. Louis apparently, you know, tried to take out Margaret and was investigating the Fudas and, you know, contacting the ex-wife. And meanwhile, we have, you know, the other side meeting to take down Teresa at the reunion. None of it's good. Dolores wasn't that bothered. We learned that Paulie doesn't eat Italian food. What? I mean, let me tell you something. First of all, pizza is my favorite food in the entire world. A chicken parm pizza, a large pizza with breaded chicken. Now, you could also do the breaded chicken with the ricotta, but with the mozzarella, ricotta, and the chicken parm. That is my favorite food. But Italian food, lasagna. I love a vodka sauce, penny with vodka, angel hair with vodka. Oh, focaccia dipped in the sauce. Chicken parm. I don't know who doesn't like Italian food, but meatballs and a Caesar salad. So I don't know what the fuck is up with that. Paulie is still not divorced. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, Dolores, 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 Dolores. Then we find out that Louis texted John. John didn't really want to meet him off camera. It didn't happen. He wanted, you know, to meet him at the party. Do it on camera. You're really smart. Paulie is on Louis' side, so he has Paulie. I mean, Paulie loves Louis for some reason. They say we're going to talk at the, you know, at the party, and Louis like, sure, I look forward to him speaking at the party. We also apparently find out that Frank told Louis, so Frank is now being loyal to Louis. Everyone in Dolores's life is coming forward to be loyal to Camp Teresa. Are we shocked? We're not. She's Switzerland. Are we shocked? Look, she's still close to Margaret. And I mean, we see this thing where she apparently tells Margaret off, but they're doing press together. They were just at the Sherry Shepherd show together. So I think everything is fine. I mean, this is going to be another one of these things where we have this trailer edit and then we never see half the fucking scenes, right? So apparently Frank Catania told Louis about this whole plan. And, you know, Frank said, me and Brittany want no part of it. We're not going to go over there and take down Teresa. I'm sure Dolores said, don't fucking go over there. Stay the fuck out of it. This Dolores, let me tell you something. Lots of you call her boring. Lots of you say she's sick of, you know, you're sick of her being Switzerland. Dolores has caught up to actually, like, she was maybe ahead of her time. This is what producers want now. Although they fired Crystal Kong, who was kind of middle of the road and maybe a little on the boring side. But I don't know if Dolores is so in jeopardy of losing her job. She's kind of like a staple in Jersey. But anyway, apparently at the reunion, Jen Fessler looked over and said, you guys didn't execute the plan the way it was supposed to. Now that's a thing. I don't know. There's so much going on off camera, all the stuff with the bloggers that we just had. And Melissa even talked about Entertainment Tonight, and Jennifer Aiden is leaking the screeners. I mean, this shit is just toxic. And, people don't really want the toxicity. Here are some, let me just read. Let me skip for a minute and read some things that you guys have said in my DMs. I'm not going to mention any names, but here are three particular DMs, which I was just going through DMs this morning. Um, and this is one that relates to what we're talking about. Here's one. New Jersey is still toxic as fuck. Too much for me. I'm out. Look forward to your recaps. That was one DM. A second DM, OMG, I just watched and I don't know if I can make it through a season with the same fights. The cast will be done after this. We're going to talk about that soon. It's the same old fights. There is zero story and I hate them all. LOL. I seriously hope they save their pennies. I dislike Missy G and Joey G more and more as the minutes went by, and Marge like nails on a chalkboard. Okay, rant over. We'll get into the cast changes in a minute. And here's the third DM that stood out to me, and I'm not any teams or anything. I just thought these were at the top of the list. It says, I know you like the Fudas. I mean, do I? Yeah, I guess I do. But I didn't realize I was like so pro team Fuda. But I do like them, actually, I have to be honest. I know you like the Fudas. I can't stand them trying to start a fight at a party. No class Fudas. I really like Paulie. He's smart, tough, and knows how to shut it down. When Dolores, Paulie, Teresa, and Luis met for dinner, no problems. Ugh, I really hate the fighting. I'd rather watch them dancing and having fun. Did you see the dress Danielle had on? She wasn't shown that much last night. Okay, we're kind of all over the place on that one. But the theme with all three of these DMs, and they just were at the top, is I don't think you guys, I don't know. I think the audience of Housewives is confused and conflicted because a lot of you didn't like the new RHONY. You called it boring. A lot of you, I just think, don't want to watch a brand new cast. But also, I mean, here we are. A lot of you are saying that you don't like the toxicity in New Jersey. But at the same time, and that's why, all this stuff that goes on off air, and it's even more toxic. I agree. I don't think you guys want really the toxicity. You want it to be interesting, but you don't really want the toxic and the dark, and you don't really want the real world stuff. Now, I'm not telling you what you like because